The Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer has been released, and the internet is reacting to it. And I thought it would be fun to look to see what the internet has to say in a brand new section I call The Internet is Stupid. MrBeast tweeted that the GTA 6 trailer broke their record for most views on YouTube in 24 hours. And as I record this, the trailer currently has 85 million views, probably going to pass 100 million in the first 24 hours. So it's not surprising to see notable people like LeBron James weighing in saying that this game looks incredible. Checking in on Twitter, we see Dan saying that he's never played GTA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we see Elon Musk responding by saying, tried but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required police officers in the opening scene. I just couldn't do it. I don't know if I'm taking crazy pills or not, but video games are not real life. And I feel like Elon Musk should know that by now. I'm pretty sure it would make me extremely uncomfortable in real life to stomp a turtle on its head and smack it out of its shell, but I'm more than glad to do that in a Mario video game because it is a video game. This comes across as just pure virtue signaling, like, hey, look what a great guy I am. I don't like doing crimes inside of a video game. I must be super great. Saying that you don't want to play Grand Theft Auto because it has crimes in it is like saying you don't want to play Pokemon because you don't want to beat up a cat. Then, of course, we have the female protagonist, which I think we all knew at this point was going to be polarizing in this political climate. And look, I have my reservations too, because a lot of the times in things like Star Wars or Marvel or even a lot of video games, when we have a female lead, the writing turns out to be really terrible surrounding that character. It's not the female lead that's the problem. It's the writers don't know how to write a woman. And that could be the case for Rockstar. So we should wait and reserve our judgment until we know. A lot of people are not reserving their judgment. There have been rumors circulating as much as a year ago saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 would star a female protagonist who happens to be a trans woman. And I wouldn't put it past Rockstar to put trans people in this game. Ballad of Gay Tony, anyone? They've always been a little bit progressive. Not that Rockstar has ever been truly progressive, because they've always enjoyed just being sick. And Ballad of Gay Tony was no exception when it came to the sense of humor surrounding this writing. One Redditor pointed out that they felt like a lot of Twitter dudes were just complaining because she looks trans, and she just doesn't look like an Final Fantasy anime waifu. And I guess there is an argument to be made that women in video games no longer look like, 8-bit Lara Croft. But is this what's considered ugly now? Then what? God help the rest of us, because what am I then? Also, Trevor was one of the lead characters in the last game. Was he making your wiener hard? If you need female eye candy in your Grand Theft Auto game, don't worry, it's clearly there in the trailer. But I do think it's weird to go into Grand Theft Auto for the intent of going into the strip clubs instead of, doing crimes. Now, here's some commentary I can agree with. We definitely saw people lamenting the fact that the trailer is dropping at the end of 2023, but the game is slated for 2025. And it is crazy to start building hype this early, especially because we know Rockstar always delays its game. Leonardo DiCaprio is going to break up with his current girlfriend because she turned 25 before this game actually comes out. GTA 5 definitely got its delays, as you would expect, because a bad game that's released early is bad mostly forever, though not entirely these days, but a good game that's delayed will be good forever. And that's what you should want. But if you give the YouTube community, or really any gaming community, the opportunity to start picking apart your game 2, maybe 3 years early, there's going to be a lot of people that hate this game by the time it actually comes out. As you very well know, there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to just hating nerdy things, and that does include video games, and those guys are already hard at work picking apart GTA 6's trailer, looking for just about anything that they can get rage clicks over. And of course, you can always count on the professional journalists like the ones over at Newsweek to stoke the fires of the culture war, trying to make this all about having a female lead protagonist, portraying gamers as upset about it when most sane people genuinely don't give a shit. But as always, I try to save the best for last for those of you who make it deep into the video. And I just want to talk about these pearl clutchers who are here for this game, who've always been here for every Grand Theft Auto game, who are just so afraid of all the crime doing and sexy things and drug references you'll see in these games. Choosing this comment at random, we see Abdul saying, "This is a stark reminder how morally bankrupt our generation is. We're so desensitized to violence and vulgarity that we're willing to consume any trash that's thrown our way. It's sad to think of all the young minds that will be corrupted by this game." First off, Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 and 3 have all been rated mature, so if young minds are playing this game, you shouldn't be getting mad at Rockstar for making it. You should be mad at the parents that are letting them play it. For the majority of my life, people have been telling everyone how video games are going to rot everyone's minds. And I'll be honest, video games are nowhere near as bad as the rest of the internet. But that doesn't stop your Hillary Clintons, your Tipper Gores, your Jack Thompsons, and of course, your Abdul Twitter pundits from claiming this over and over again. Throughout the history of video games, we've seen studies show time and time again that video games are probably not harmful to young minds who play them, and in fact can be extremely helpful in coming up with things like powers of concentration, creativity, memory, learning languages, and learning teamwork. And while some studies do show that children who are exposed to violent media become numb to violence, imitate the violence, or might show more aggressive behavior, let's remember this game is not made for children, you idiots. By the time you're old enough to be playing this game without going against the rules, your brain is already fully corrupted by social media at this point anyway, so where's the harm? And if a parent does decide to let their 14 or 15-year-old kid play this game, the studies have shown he's not exactly going to pull a Columbine. I think we're probably going to be okay. I mean, I grew up playing video games and I turned out just fine, right? Right? Oh no. Oh no, we gotta shut this down! We gotta shut it down! Somebody stop Rockstar from releasing this game! The kids are gonna turn out like me! The kids are gonna turn out like me! Ah!